Muy bien, ya me estoy fijando que ni se está escuchando. Y... Ah, no, sí se está escuchando, pero muy bajo. Espérate, le voy a subir el volumen. Y mi cámara no se está viendo. Espérame tantito, por favor. Ya está ahí. Nezuko, no me dejes ver. Por cierto, ahora Nezuko me va a estar acompañando aquí en el setup. Está muy bonita. Oigan, espérame, tengo que subir un poquito el volumen del Honkai Star Rail. A ver, sonidos. Ah, es que la tengo una, no. Oigan, ahora solo necesito preparar el chat. Espérame un tantito. Bien, ahora sí. Hey, ¿cómo está gente de YouTube? Aquí un nuevo directo para el canal. Estamos encontramos nuevamente en Honkai Star Rail. Y bueno, vamos a continuar con lo que es la historia y no los hago esperar más. Chicos, quiero avisarles antes que nada que la próxima semana voy a estar en exámenes, por eso no van a tener casi contenido la próxima semana. Van a tener ahorita un video y un TikTok. Sí, para los que no lo he avisado, pero tengo TikTok. Luego ya les mando el link para, por si les gusta seguirme. Subo las weird chiquitas de Genji Pack y pues bueno, está chido. Bien, ahora sí, no los hago esperar y vamos a la comisión de adivinación.
Just a heads up, please don't go running off once we're inside.
Ya lo hice.
You may be the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and
Espérame
people...
un tantito. Voy a cambiarme a Jingron por Wolf. Por
who
mí
ask too
mismo.
many questions, not to mention... Nice.
¡No!
Push your button.
¡Ah! Listo, ya está.
There's always a week. Time for a buzz.
No manches, sí que quita un chingo mi de eso.
You have the worst luck. Watch this! You're in bad shape. The time is now.
Let me your strength.
Time for a buzz. Time for a buzz. I told ya I could fight. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move. I told ya I could. Naughty children. Savor the vigor of it. The time is now.
Let me your strength.
My turn. Watch this. Time for a shot. Good as new. This battle is unavoidable. Evildoer. Time for a buzz. You have the... Nap time. You...
Bien.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Hagámoslo otra vez cuando tu nivel sea alto, dijo una cabrona.
Strange. Oh, let me guess. The gate isn't working? I don't understand. It's never been locked before. And no one told me to take a key. Hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests. Are you really from the Divination Commission? Don't scare me. Master Diviner wouldn't let anything bad happen on her watch. There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access.
Okay.
Here it is. pretty sharp. Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Chinchilla for messing up once again. I knew I'd offended that Diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingqi, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun. Wow, you're amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an anyone here surprised?
Here comes trouble.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
No, sí que quédate muerto.
This battle is
Oh, y estos son
unavoidable.
nuevos.
Evildoer. Can you let me have some fun time for a buzz? I told ya I could fight. Savor the vigor of it.
Golpe de escena.
You'll pay for this. The time is now. Lend me your strength. Huh. More time for a buzz. Nap time.
¿Qué hace el golpe de centena?
Time for a buzz. You have the worst luck running into me.
¿Qué pedo con su vida?
Savor the vigor of it. This evildoer. Time for a buzz. You'll pay for this. The time is now. Lend me your strength. Can you let time for a buzz?
Bien. Ah. Ya entendí cómo funciona el güey.
There's always a weakness.
Tengo que quitarme ese del medio primero.
Time for a buzz. Nap time. This battle is The time is now. Lend me your strength. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. What's this? Naughty children, you're in bad shape. You evildoer. Can you let me have...
Es que me encanta Silver, o sea, ataca como si fuera un videojuego. Me encanta.
Nice.
¿Qué?
Let's do it again.
Y lo dejé reaccionar.
There's always a weakness. Huh. More time for a buzz. Nap time.
No manches, ay, yo pensé que había sobrevivido. No me asusten así.
Evil
Hago el-
doer.
todo.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
This
Muy bien.
is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale Jade Abacus calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy of the Divination Commission.
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
A Jade Abacus is just... a Jade Abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past. Take the Matrix of Prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything. From the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
Seems like it. But Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from Noose. Even in Madame Herta's space station. I never saw anything related to Noose.
Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a Jade Abacus or a computer? Just like today. Would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingque? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Vamos. Ah, ya me quedé sin textos.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the heaven and thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fu Shen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a Divination Commission fortune? The Matrix of Prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the Commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the Matrix of Prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron Hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
But you're Fu Shen, the seer. The boundless, omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no
Este va a
escaping
ser
it.
personaje usable en el futuro.
The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fu Shen the seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So general. Even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Vaya por Dios.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Qingque is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. I was waiting for the Matrix of Prescience to resume operations so that you might gain insight into my divination techniques. It was rude of me to keep you waiting so long.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the general said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the Matrix of Prescience's space terminals. And eliminate the Stellaron spirits along the way.
Ok.
Yes, but you needn't worry. You have my permission. Qingque will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal.
Psst. I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners.
What? Which magic word?
The universal one? Please?
Please.
Ok.
Good enough.
Vaya por Dios. Vete al demonio. Ah, espérate, esa no es mi forma de hacerla, es esta. Ah, me siento mejor. Ah, chinga, como en el Genshin.
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time.
Listo. ¿Ahora qué?
That should do it.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The more complex something is,
Ay, no pasa.
the more important it is to keep it simple. Don't you think?
If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself?
Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while. Like me.
Chicos, disculpen esta pequeña interrupción. Ya estamos de regreso. A ver, ¿cómo se supone que accede a esos lugares? Ah, mira. Debilidad.
You'll pay for this. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
There's always a weak evildoer.
Can you let me have time for a buzz?
You have the worst.
You're in bad shape.
You can't run.
Nice. Goodbye.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Ay, Dios, este está más complicado. Ahí estaría. Hay de esas potenciaciones, necesito urgentemente una. Perfecto, ¿y eso qué es?
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Joe. It's an arumaton. It's
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something.
Hola Mario,
Are
muchas
you
gracias por pasarte
sure it
directo,
won't
te
fly
lo
into
agradezco
a rage
mucho,
if we
muchas
walk
gracias.
past it?
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the Matrix of Prescience. Friends, not foes.
Hola Giga, muchas gracias por pasarte directo, te lo agradezco mucho. Muchas gracias.
March, you should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something! Powerful enemy. Time to check.
Time for a buzz.
Watch this! Not nap time. I'm okay.
Ouch.
Try that again!
This battle is evildoer.
Time for a buzz.
Bien, ahora se ve el físico. Hijo
You
de...
can't run! My turn.
Time for... You're in bad shape. You'll pay for this. The time is now! Lend me your strength! We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush
What's
them!
that?
This combat needs optimized. At this speed, too slow.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Time for a buzz.
Otra vez me la paralizó.
Watch
¿Dónde
this!
te la pica?
Naughty children, don't listen. Here comes the medicine. This battle, the time is now! Lend me your strength!
Time for a buzz.
You're annoying! You have the worst luck,
Good as new.
The time is now! Lend
Let
me
me
your
your
strength!
strength.
Time for a buzz.
Always a weakness.
My turn!
Nap time.
Time for a buzz.
11,000 le quitó.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
11,000 le quitó.
This must be the spatial terminal.
Estoy
They
flipando.
say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that. Done. Next.
Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related. Darn, the karma terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish causal relationships.
Wow, cuánta dificultad, Diosito Santo. ¿Verdad, Nezuko?
Ugh, we did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner.
Ya, listo. Esto sí está complicado. Esto estuvo más complicado. Grana divina.
Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready?
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny.
That's why you're here? All for that?
Well, not what you were expecting.
¿Qué pasó?
I can't
Cuenten,
believe
cuenten.
it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron, but you... It's you. Ha! Absurd. I'd never have thought it. Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Muy bien. Ya me agrada. No empieza a tirar por tu madre.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Fine, if you prefer. Not friends. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer? Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Cienjo. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Cienjo Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Cienjo. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Cienjo. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Cienjo will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Cienjo? Quite the plot twist, don't you think? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of Ionic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
Locha, you didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Okay.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's...
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes. Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin? A friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only
Vaya,
once.
vaya giro los
By
argumentos.
chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
Was that the wind? A new crucible for the furnace.
Creo que ese es físico.
Dodge this.
Allow me to...
Y este es iluminación.
Clemency?
Wanna see what I can do?
Yes!
Abyss flower, bloom.
Don't worry about me.
A la torre, todo lo que
Eternal
cura.
sleep is not...
The dead will return!
Tengo ganas de conseguir el healer, todo. Es iluminación y es healer, o sea, está muy bien.
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt. Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go.
Enough.
The truth of life and death with this sanctuary is but a vision.
Let me through, or I'll dodge this. Take this! Shape of Tyson Rise Venus!
Ya no me acordaba de eso.
Wanna see what I can do? You're not going anywhere!
Pity.
Step aside. I have no in.
Eternal sleep is not...
The dead will return!
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Let's go.
Miss, are you okay?
What do you...
Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet.
My motor is broken. I can't move. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me.
Okay.
You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
How... oh, what kind of medical knowledge?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wakespan might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
Come with me.
A ver.
I've never seen anything like it.
You know, even eons can be killed. Are you kidding? That's not what we want. I just want to tell stories from the past. Stories about eons that have fallen. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze.
Okay.
These names were once known all over the universe. Now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Sheepe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Cienjo Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the Abundance. So, the Cienjo too are engaged in this process. As far as I know, the predecessors of the Alliance were the Elixir Seekers. They searched for Yaoshe and longed for the blessing of immortality. When they eventually found the Eon, they received a blessing that did indeed prevent death, the Ambrosial Arbor. But immortality turned out to be a curse for the Cienjo. That's when the Hunt appeared, firing an arrow and felling the Ambrosial Arbor. Ever since, the Alliance has followed the Hunt in pursuit of Yaoshe, erasing the curse of immortality from the universe. What do you think? Fascinating stories, no? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you. Hold on. Any minute now. It's begun. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Demonios.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Hey, did she brainwash you?
Show your courage.
Ay, no quiere gastar una. Bueno, ya. Bueno, chicos, pues hasta aquí será el directo del día de hoy. Espero que como siempre les haya gustado mucho. No sé si mañana o más tarde en la noche voy a tener tanto el video como el TikTok. Pero bueno, espero que como siempre les haya gustado mucho el directo. Muchas gracias a todos los que estuvieron dentro del directo. En serio, se los agradezco mucho. Recuerden que la próxima semana no voy a estar activo debido a que estoy en semana, voy a entrar a semana de exámenes. Así que pido disculpas de antelación por la falta de contenido. Pues bueno, muchas gracias a todos los que estuvieron y nos vemos hasta la próxima. Adiós.